Happy birthday! It is the 22nd day of my 55th birthday. Happy birthday to me. And on this 22nd day of my 55th birthday, we are launching the Culture Connector with Carla Morrison. Hello, I'm Carla Morrison, your host. And this podcast is all about history, culture, and community. With that being said, we're going to dive in. Today, the first guest is none other than me, Carla Morrison. Into it. I get to Atlanta my first week. I've always been a documentarian, like we take photos all over the place. Anything we're going to take a photo of. So I'm going at this time, we still had film. So I'm going to get my film developed over at Wolf Camera on 14th Street. And as I'm standing in line waiting my turn, I look behind me. Someone walks in and they acknowledge him. Hi, Ambassador. I look behind me and it's Andrew Young, Ambassador Andrew Young, right? And I'm like, is that the man that marched with Martin Luther King? Because you got to understand, I'm coming from New Haven, Connecticut, New England. The only Black history we learned about was Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, and Harriet Tubman. Those were the three people that we would always do our book reports on during Black History Month. So that was our gist. And we had the photos and things like that our family members might have in their homes. And so it's like, I know who that is. That is Andrew Young. Oh my God. Like, what is he doing here? How is he standing behind me? And I don't even think I said anything. I might have said hello. But I just couldn't believe that is someone who marched with Martin Luther King. Because you got to think how we thought from the North, Martin Luther King. That same week, I go to an Atlanta Hawks basketball game. I'm sitting with the press because I also am a journalist, and I'll tell you more about my career path as we continue. And I look across and I see Julian Bond chilling at a basketball game, him and his brother. And I'm like, is that Julian Bond? Oh my God. These are people that marched with Martin Luther King. And so now for people in Atlanta, this is normal. And 30 years in, this is normal for me too. I could be sitting at their dinner table having lunch with them or, going to an event. And maybe we might even be on a dance floor dancing together now. But back then, just getting to Atlanta, I could not believe I am seeing real live Black history heroes in person by themselves. You can talk to them, shake their hand, take a picture with them, whatever, exchange numbers. They're that down to earth. So being here in Atlanta has just been a whirlwind, and it doesn't stop with them. I mean, you turn on your TV, Black news anchors all over the place at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 11 o'clock, early in the morning. So this has just been someone who loves their history and culture, and I get that from my dad. It's just been a whirlwind for me. And so, in me being the person that I am, and my mom has always pushed, high self-esteem. So, she said I come out the chute thinking I was important. I just did me, did Carla. I'm Carla Morrison with Chit Communications and continued to be in Atlanta and connecting with different people. I have always been about my community, the Black community. And so it's nothing for me to be in any in any neighborhood throughout Atlanta, talking to my folks, gathering information because I'm a gatherer of information. My career started out in 1992. As I said, I got a job with Black Beat magazine out of college. And so I've always been a journalist. That's what I majored in college at Bowie State University. And I did that because I was a talker and I loved New Edition and I used to listen to the radio and I wanted to be in entertainment. But there's so much to share. And I think I have shared all I can in this first episode because it was only supposed to be 5 minutes. But I'm a talker. I'm chit chat. So I'm going to talk. You're going to get more culture, stories, business, and I'll have guests. But today it was about me introducing myself to you all. So happy 22nd birthday to me as I launch this podcast, Cultural Connector with Carla Morrison, because I am your connector to our culture in Atlanta and beyond. Peace.